Welcome back to The Grind for a quick breakdown of Hitmonkey, and these clips are through the Cavalier event quest. And I am running suicides at the time of this video, but Hitmonkey can remove them by his Primal Rage. He also has another stance that is Assassin's Cunning, and you have the opportunity to activate one of these after doing 3 critical hits in a row. And the way you do this is with your first and second medium attacks, as well as your first light attack are guaranteed crits. So the way you activate Assassin's Cunning is if you, after landing 3 critical hits, then either block or dex a hit, you'll activate Assassin's Cunning. Or if the opponent evades, it'll activate Assassin's Cunning. Primal Rage is activated by after 3 critical hits, you attack the opponent, or if you're attacked, so you want to attack the opponent. And while this is active, you can shrug off debuffs. You can shrug off a stun as well as 1 damaging debuff. Also, your light attacks have a chance to disorient the opponent. It also makes your special 1 unblockable, so it's very nice to have. And then Assassin's Cunning will turn off opponent's evade. It'll give you a chance to evade as well, which is a nice fail-safe in case you get hit. And then it also will make your bleeds critical bleeds when you land critical hits and apply the bleeds. So this rank 1 6-star Hitmonkey is just flying through these fights with like 1 special 2 most of the time, and we are losing a little bit of health along the way, but because we can shrug off those suicide debuffs, we are saving some health. And I'm not running any suicides for Hitmonkey in this fight or in these fights. We will see one in a later clip, but he does have some really nice synergies, and having access to guaranteed crits is super helpful in a lot of situations. For example, with this Cavalier node, you want to get lots of critical hits so you can keep shrugging off the debuffs from the node and then ramp up those Furies very quickly. But getting access to guaranteed crits is super useful for a lot of end game story content. So when I start off the fight, what I like to do is either intercept, but if they dash back, I try to get 2 hits, dash back, and then if you're not comfortable intercepting, you can parry. But then when you go in, you get the next critical hit from your medium, and then the next critical hit from your light will activate Primal Rage to shrug off the debuffs. And then you can decide which stance you want to enter after that, and go accordingly. Either attack after you get 3 crits or dex a hit or block after you get 3 crits, which would then activate Assassin's Cunning instead. And this fight is not ideal because we cannot bleed Howard the Duck, but you can see with those Furies stacking up from the Cavalier event quest node, we get to 1 special 2. We're dealing a lot of damage already, but this 1 special 2 we throw off to finish off the fight is more than enough, and I probably should have just finished off with some basic attacks. But now let's take a look at a fight against Winter Soldier. Now, Winter Soldier is a mercenary champion, and against mercenaries, you can see when you activate a monkey scheme, they both will trigger. So it's very nice to be going up against mercenary champions. Another thing I should point out is the way you land bleeds is landing 3 critical hits in a row. So you want to continue to cycle your medium light medium attack so you can continue to get 3 criticals in a row, applying bleeds to the opponent. Now we're already at our special 2 with 25 hits, and we throw that off, and we've already done 25% health to Winter Soldier, which is not bad. And now we've got both our schemes active, but I accidentally dashed in too early, but that evade with Assassin's Cunning saved me, so it's a nice fail-safe to have. So with the special 1, when you have Assassin's Cunning active, you can ignore miss, so it gives you a vigilance. And with Primal Rage, it's unblockable. If you actually break the block or counter a miss with that attack, then you will have vigilance and unblockable passives active until the Assassin's Cunning and Primal Rage expire. But if you also break the block or counter a miss, it'll actually refresh those stances, so you get a little extra time. Now we're going to build up to a special 3 to showcase the special 3, which will give you a cruelty buff, as well as while that is active, each hit is going to pause your Assassin's Cunning and Primal Rage temporarily, so you can keep them active much longer in the fight. And then so if you were to go up to a special 3 and then throw off your special 1 to get, say, the unblockability or the vigilance and throw it into the block, then it would refresh it and you can keep it active for a long time because your able to pause it until that cruelty expires. So we throw off that special 3, we get that cruelty buff, and now you can see each hit we do is pausing those stances. And you want to be able to stay aggressive and maybe slow down your combos a little bit to keep it active longer if you want to. So you can see we already got up to a 1 bar of power before they expired, but I wasn't paying attention and I didn't throw it off. But if you could pause your combo and throw it off into their block, you could refresh those stances and have them active again longer during that cruelty. Or as you saw we just did, we just activated them again with 3 critical hits and then going back in for some more damage to get those stances active yet again. And now in this next fight, I wanted to showcase his ability to counter evade. So first, you do your 3 critical hits, and then if you had suicides on, you would activate Primal Rage to get rid of them. And then once that expires, you're going to want to activate Assassin's Cunning. So how you do that is you land your 3 critical hits, and then after the 3rd critical hit, you want to back up and block or dex the next hit, and that's going to activate Assassin's Cunning, and then the opponent will not be able to evade while that is active. And you can keep reactivating it, or you can go up to your special 3, so you have the cruelty to keep it active longer. And I messed up here, but thankfully these debuffs with willpower are gonna top us up with no problem. So now we're actually going to be activating Primal Rage, but then he's going to evade a hit, which is going to refresh Primal Rage and activate Assassin's Cunning, which is very nice to have. So here he evades, but we activated Assassin's Cunning and refreshed Primal Rage, and now we're countering evade. He cannot evade while you have Assassin's Cunning active. So I hope that this video was helpful, just a few clips to kind of showcase Hitmonkey's abilities a little bit. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I hope to see you in the next video.